Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Man Blitz podcast. I'm Jake Lynch. The Bears still suck.
Hey, chill out. Welcome to Man Blitz. I'm Micah. Patrick Williams, he's been balling, man. 6 man of the year is finally in the starting lineup over Otto Porter, who made the top 100. We don't get it.
ESPN reporters are frauds, man. All right, let's get into the show. All right, so the Chargers just beat the Raiders 27-24. What are your thoughts, man?
John Gruden and the Raiders, man, they're slipping out of the playoff hunt, especially with the Ravens getting that dub last week in game of the year. Hey, OBJ, for the mentions. We'll get into it later, but come on.
No, yeah, I mean, Marcus Mariota, he almost had it, man. He almost had it. The Chargers kicker was just choking at the end. That man could not hit a field goal.
General, man.
He missed 2 field goals. Bro, that man finna get jumped in the locker room. Good thing they won. He was gonna get jumped. But I mean, Marcus Mariota versus Tua next week should be interesting. But yeah, I think the Raiders they're not gonna make playoffs no more. They were going up, and then they beat the Chiefs too early in the year. They were looking good and everything, and they got some injuries on defensive front, and Justin Herbert just took advantage of them. All right, let's go into some college football talk now. Do you think that DeVonta Smith could win the Heisman? I mean, Kyle Trask, he wasn't looking too good last week. Do you think an Alabama receiver could be the first one to win a Heisman since 1991? What are your thoughts?
It's tough, man. Receivers, anybody else other than quarterback really don't get love like that in the Heisman talk. Kyle Trask. Hey, Kyle Trask, man. 40 touchdowns with 3,700 yards passing? Come on now. I'm giving that to him right now. He's gonna be in the commercials next week.
He'll be in the Heisman house, but he gonna be knocking the door, and Kyler Murray gonna answer it. But I don't know. Kyle Trask, he lost to a sorry ass LSU team. LSU only had 46 players, scholarship players show up, so I don't understand it, but. I feel like DeVonta Smith could win it. I feel like Mac Jones still has the advantage over him, but this SEC championship game will prove out who's going to win a Heisman. If DeVonta Smith keeps returning punts, I feel like
it's hard though because like with Mac Jones winning, he has Najee Harris who has like 1,000 yards rushing. He has all these people that are over the Heisman too. Like, come on now.
Mac Jones has an offense full of NFL talent. That's another thing. Everybody's filled with NFL. Right. You go into the league, he got Oprah. You know, everybody.
It's hard to give him the Heisman, you know. But hey, Kyle Trask. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got Mac Jones right now, man. Kyle Trask, he didn't look too hot last week, and he didn't have Kyle Pitts last week, so that still hurt him. But
we'll see this week, man.
We'll see.
Upset. I'm not gonna pick him though, but upset.
Nobody. All right, so the NBA starts next week. Finally, man. You know, we've had a long break, but it's weird starting on December 22nd. But let's get into it. First game, Nets Warriors. What are your thoughts?
Kyrie and Katie, they look good in those 20 minutes they had. Kyrie had 18, Katie had 15. They look healthy. Now Kyrie and Katie, LeBron 80, those are close. Hey, Katie's in the top 5, but where's Kyrie? Is he in the top 10?
Kyrie!
Hey, but Kyrie finally has somebody that can finish off games, you know? Down to. And they look good. If Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert continue to progress, they're going to be a good team. And I have everybody mostly as them coming in the Eastern Finals, coming out of the East. And they're playing the Warriors team, the light-skinned champs, man. They look – if only Clay was there, man. But I got the Nets in this one.
I don't know. The Nets remind me of semi-pro where when they keep throwing the ball back to each other, and it's you take the ball. No, you take the ball. That's what I kind of feel like the offense could be eventually. Because you see him on Instagram Live, like Kyrie's talking about how many post-up he gets, and Katie's like, no, man, I thought we talked about this.
Dude, what is he? Like, how tall is he? You trying to post up 8 times a game?
I don't know. I don't understand, man, but I don't know. I feel like Kyrie, he could do his thing, but it's gonna be hard to stop KD. He's coming back after 552 days not playing, but yeah, he's back. And I mean, you see Curry, he's been looking good at preseason. He's got the
Oh
brain.
yeah, he had like 29 the other game.
He got the Melo and AI dress. Maybe his superpowers from December 21st carry over to the next day. We'll see. I don't know. I got the Nets on this one. We'll see how the Warriors team does without Klay Thompson.
But you know what games after that? Clippers, Lakers. Look to see Pat Bev guarding Montrez. They heckling his ass on the sideline if he break another three.
And you go hear it too. There's no fans.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it could be a good game. I got the Lakers in this one, but I mean, Paul George, he's been talking all this like he's one of the best players of all time. Blaming Doc.
I owe them a ring. No shit.
There's a whole future for you. Better get
they better get some.
Yeah, but so we got a big slate of games this weekend in college basketball, college football, and NFL. But we'll start off with college basketball, the biggest game of the year. Number 1 Gonzaga versus number 3 Iowa. Who you got in this one?
Them boys out of the Big Ten. Big Ten basketball is special. It's always been special. But Luke Garza, man, averaging 23 and 23.9 points per game. He's been on a tear. And the Iowa team, they're averaging 100 points per game, which is first in the NCAA right now. What can't they do? But this Gonzaga team's loaded too. They can pass the ball around. They have so many people that can score. But I got Iowa in this one.
I don't think, like you said, Big Ten basketball, but I don't think Iowa had a single fan in basketball before Luka Garza. Ain't that right, Coach Big? But I'm saying Gonzaga is loaded this year, but Gonzaga hasn't played in 17 days, like when the tip-off will start.
And they were supposed to play Baylor, too. That would have been a big game.
But Iowa is red hot. Gonzaga's had a little bit of a break, but Gonzaga's loaded, man, with the three-headed monsters of Jalen Suggs and Corey Kispert and Drew Timme. I feel like Gonzaga got this one in the bag. They just have to limit Iowa on the three-point shooting, and they got this. Because if Iowa doesn't have good at shooting, they're not beating anybody because that's what their bread and butter is. But Luka Garza, he's been dropping 30, 40, 50. But Luka Garza a beast. But I got Gonzaga in this one. All right, now let's move into college football. It's got.
Oh yeah, we got to bet on this game. Hey, I want my money, man.
Man, I got 10 on Notre Dame. He got 10 on Clemson. But there's a lot of championship games this weekend. But we'll start off with Notre Dame Clemson ACC championship game. Obviously, you got Clemson, like I just said. But let's go into detail why you got Clemson.
Trevor Lawrence is 33-1. His whole career. Started as a freshman. His only loss was to Joe Burrow and the LSU, which team is probably that's a special team.
NFL talent at every position.
You see what Justin Jefferson's doing in the league right now. But this Clemson team, even though they had that freshman quarterback, I got love for him. But they took Notre Dame to 2 overtimes. But hey, this team is different when they have Trevor Lawrence in, and it's going to come down to who has the most stops on defense. And I trust Clemson's defense the most because they're proven. They have their defense proven. We haven't seen Notre Dame defense since Manti Te'o.
Hey, yeah, I got my girlfriend, man.
Don't forget his girlfriend.
But I don't know. I like Notre Dame in this one. Notre Dame, it's hard to beat a team twice, but I don't know. DJ Ungulule. Hopefully it's he has better averages, and he had a better game passing versus Notre Dame than Trevor Lawrence's averages this whole year. So I feel like that, that is pretty good for his first start. But I feel like having that leadership with Trevor Lawrence will help. He obviously is better than Ian Book. I think we all can agree on that.
But sleep on Ian Book. He underrated. You've seen him in the press conferences.
Winning this Notre Dame quarterback all the time, but I just feel like Notre Dame rushing attack is going to be hard to beat over any team, honestly, because that offensive line, Notre Dame is good every year. Now they finally got a running back.
Every year their O-line, they send people. Quentin Nelson, one of the best linemen in the NFL right now. Notre Dame product. Hey, Sam Mustipher on the Bears. Wasn't expecting to start, but he's a baller, man.
Just wait till Bears get Eichenberg off Notre Dame, and we go be back, baby. All right, so the game that everybody thinks is going to be a blowout, Alabama, Florida. Florida coming off of a tragic loss with that man chucking a shoe. But, I mean, what, you think Alabama is going to blow them out like everybody else? Or
this Florida team, they have the firepower to put us in numbers with Alabama. It's just going to come down to them moving the ball against Alabama's great defense, which is always great. But this Florida offense, they rank second in passing yards and 12th in offensive scoring. So Kyle Trask and the boys, Kyle Pitts is back. They're going to do some damage. But their defense, it hasn't been playing as well as they usually are, and that's what they're known for all the time, is their defense. But this offense, Dan Mullen has been doing a great job with this offense this year. So I think it's going to be closer than people think. I would have had Florida last week, but after that loss, I don't have them this week.
Yeah, I don't think most people do. But, I mean, Dan Mullen said in an interview, he said, we'll think about the playoff on Saturday night after we win. Win versus who?
Bama like, huh?
I know. Nick Saban reading his newspaper like, what did he say? But I just don't understand what Dan Mullen was thinking last week. Saying Kyle Pitts for rest? This man is 21. I'm 22.
Healthy, grown young boy.
Rested for. This man think he LeBron James with low management or something. Like
A young Kawhi Leonard.
bro. But Alabama's gonna blow him out, in my opinion. I don't think we got enough players on playmakers on defense that can stop the Alabama offense.
Yeah.
Jay Harris running the ball, Mac Jones throwing the ball, DeVonta Smith running double routes on the field, just open, man.
Stand up for the ground.
This game will determine the Heisman, but I think Alabama will win it, and an Alabama player will win the Heisman. Roll Tide. So let's move into the NFL games. So the NFL game of the week gonna be City and the New Orleans Saints. Take it away.
Dude, this game is really gonna come down to if Drew Brees plays or not. To be honest, because if Drew Brees plays, that gives him a chance. But the Saints' offense is too good on all levels. And the Saints, their defense gave up a lot. But if this Chiefs team can get after the quarterback like the Eagles did last week, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really Drew Brees. If he plays, I give him a better chance. But I got the Chiefs in this one big.
Man, like you said, if Drew Brees plays, that would definitely help them because you get
11 broken ribs.
Kamara back in. Alvin Kamara hasn't been involved. He's one of the best running backs in the league. But Taysom Hill and Sean Payton tried to keep Taysom Hill in the pocket last week, and it's like what? Like why would you?
Quarterback, not an athlete.
Doug Peterson and Jalen Hurts did what the Saints should have done with Taysom Hill. They did that the last few weeks, and they're like, all right, let's change it up this week. And it's like, you have to run the ball, Taysom Hill. You can't keep him in the pocket, expect him to throw the ball around the field. That's not Taysom Hill. That's never been Taysom Hill. This Hill running out there with one glove on, blocking punts, and returning kicks. You want to keep him in the pocket? This man does everything out there. He is a Swift's Army knife.
Utility guy.
But, I mean, I don't know which way this swings, but the Chiefs didn't look good last week. They haven't looked good the last few games. With the Broncos and the Dolphins. But I feel like if the Saints and Sean Payton can use Taysom Hill the way he should be, I feel like the Saints can put this one off. And I'm going with the Saints in this one.
You're going with the Saints?
I'm going with the Saints.
The 9 games they've won on their winning streak before they lost to the Eagles. Who did they play? We overhyped them. That's what it came down to.
Ooh, that nation.
Bears.
They beat the Bucs twice.
Those are the only 2 playoff contenders that they've beat since in that 9-game winning streak.
I don't know. I might have to look that one up, man. I might have to look that one up. But
the Bears, they're playoff contenders, 9-7. Road coming soon.
I don't. You're so stuck up on the Bears. I just don't understand.
Oh, I'm too loyal. That's all it comes down to.
I mean, yeah, the Saints didn't really play nobody. They played the Falcons, Broncos, 49ers, Panthers,
49ers are a
Chargers,
decent team.
Lions, and Bucks choice. So they haven't really played anybody. We'll see. I got the Chiefs in this one.
This
Just
Chiefs team going whoop their ass.
we'll see. I still got the Saints. You did prove me wrong. They didn't play nobody, but we'll. All right, let's move into a game some people see as a trap game. And I had this, we'll talk about this later. I got this upset my week.
NFC Beast.
Washington football team. NFC Beast, baby.
Who's playing quarterback this week?
Hey, that does matter because if Alex Smith plays, then Matt would be checking out. Not get sacked by
He throwing one leg.
Alex Smith. Not getting sacked by Jamal Adams at all, but Dwayne Haskins, he gonna be back there sitting. Jamal Adams, go come back there. But, all right, man, who you got?
I got the Seahawks in this one, but like this Washington team, they don't really generate much offense. If Gibson should be back this week, hopefully he can have a big running game. Terry, if Scary Terry can make a couple plays for Dwayne Haskins, whoever's that quarterback. And this Washington defense is for real, though. They're top 5 defense. Chase Young has proven why he should be Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. And if defense can ball out, if they can get their running game going, Antonio Gibson needs 3 touchdowns like he used to have. And maybe they can win, but I don't see it.
Because if Alex Smith plays, Washington football team's going to win. If Dwayne Haskins plays, y'all's going to win. But the thing is that Washington football team front 7 is going to live in the backfield versus the Seahawks. Their right tackle has not been playing, and the right tackle has been getting exposed week in and out. That's why the Giants won.
Yeah, but that was a crazy game.
If Chase Young is lined up against that right tackle, just give up. Don't even send the right tackle out there. Keep that man on the sideline. He has a family.
The crazy thing is,
looking at this,
Wilson has never had an offensive line.
He never has. This man traded
away. A way to make plays.
He traded for Jimmy Graham, and he traded his best offensive lineman.
But Jimmy Graham, though, different beast. The Bears need to keep giving them the ball in the red zone. Come on. Yeah. Unstoppable.
Everything has to turn into the Bears, doesn't it? They're not making a play. Give it up next year, right?
We'll see.
I had the football team, though. He's got the Seahawks. So let's move into a game that both teams coming off a W. Both teams got Oklahoma quarterbacks. Shout out Lincoln Riley. Let's go into the Eagles versus Cardinals.
This Eagles team is a different team. Like we see it automatically right away. The defense plays better. They had 5 sacks against Taysom Hill, getting after it. And also Jeffrey caught a pass. He did something. Bro, he hasn't done shit.
This man doing something right.
And Jalen Hurts, he had 100 yards. Him rushing the ball is affecting Miles Sanders too, because Miles Sanders had a big game. He had an 80-yard touchdown. So this Eagles team is a different team. Carson Wentz on the clipboard another week. I got the Eagles in this game. Hey, you know the Eagles win and the Cardinals loss means for the Bears? I'm not going to get into it. You know I'm excited.
All I'm saying is this man Carson Wentz gonna do more than holding the clipboard this week. This man gonna be passing out waters. He gonna passing out he gonna be the yeah. He gonna be at the red hat. You know, he gonna be the dude with the towel on the sideline. You know, jumping up on the kickoff and stuff. But
that's the hype team during kickoff.
Yeah, the juice squad. That's what they call it. People that bring the juice. But the Eagles look like a different team last week. If they can carry that over like half of that energy, they go definitely Cardinals. Because so the offense with Jalen Hurts, he put the Eagles in a better spot. And like with Carson Wentz throwing all those picks and having all those turnovers, he put the defense out there, and the defense we just went out on the field. We supposed to go. And they just kept putting them out there in bad situations, and the Eagles' defense kept getting scored on. The Eagles' defense is good. It's better than people think, but it's just they just got put in bad situations the whole time, and they couldn't really do nothing with it. Because when you get with the 40 going in, you're probably going to score. And if you don't, your team is the Chicago Bears. But I'm not going to get into that. But it just doesn't set them up for a good spot. And Jalen Hurts, he brought that spark they needed. He didn't turn the ball over. He had the fumble at the end, but he didn't. He just kept them going, and that's what And I feel like if the Eagles defense get after Kyler Murray's been looking hurt these last weeks, and he has his shoulder, But all right, let's go into Sunday Night Football. The Browns coming off a big game.
Sunday night. Prime time.
Browns coming off a big game versus Lamar Jackson in the poop game, and Giants,
OBJ.
The Giants not looking good with Daniel Jones. And who you got in this one?
The Giants, they had zero offense last week. It looked so bad. I was kept rooting for them, like, come on, the Bears need this win. Come on.
Yeah.
But, hey, 50% Daniel Jones is not better than 100% Colt McCoy. If Colt McCoy can come in and then just Daniel Jones sit on the side. We know you're our quarterback, but come on. You're not healthy yet. Colt McCoy, he gets in the game, does damage. They could do something against the Browns because the Browns defense is terrible.
Even if Daniel Jones is 100% healthy, just put him on the bench, man.
So, this Browns defense, the one thing they can do is sack the quarterback. Olivier Vernon has 7 sacks. Myles Garrett is third in sacks with 10.5. And that's all they do. They don't cover shit. They don't do nothing else but sack the quarterback. And this Browns team is coming off a big win against a big loss, but it was kind of a spark. You saw some things, but they can be a contender. And this run game is going to run all over the Giants. I got the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Giants can stop the run game, but I think a lot of teams can stop the run game. And the Browns put up more than 40 points, and they still lost. So, I mean, the defense, they got all these DBs from LSU, but they can't guard DBU. They can't seem to guard nobody. you get players year in, year out from LSU, and you're not paying them anything, saying the third and fourth round, and it's just like.
Well, Denzel Ward was out, though, low-key, though.
Yeah, Denzel was out, but these LSU corners, like, you expect me to guard him? And it's like a bum receiver. The Ravens got nobody. Marquise Brown dropping passes, looking like I just don't want to. Hey, but Jason Garrett, he tested positive. And so he'll call plays, and he's going to have the revenge game. So it could be a different – this guys needed.
He gonna get did like Hugh Jackson did.
Oh, yeah. Baker gonna be petty, man. Guaranteed. That's just Baker being Baker. All right, so let's go into the upset of the week. Who you got in this
one? I'm going to go Eagles over Cardinals. Jalen Hurts is going to get the job done. He's going to go 2-0, man. If he goes 2-0, Carson Wentz, bye-bye.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, you gone. But my upset of the week, I got the Giants over. No, I'm just kidding. I got the Jets over. No, I'm just kidding. I got the football team over the Seahawks. I'm done picking the Jets. The Jets pissed me off too much. I had them 1 week, and they almost had it. But I got the Washington football team over the Seahawks. I just explained why. But if Dwayne Haskins plays, I don't know. So now let's get into rapid fire takes, man.
Yes, sir. Bill Belichick is 11-0 versus rookie quarterbacks. Can Tua shake that record?
No, I don't think he will. These Patriot defenders got Foot Locker employees still, and they got Joe Lasco employees stocking shelves. And they got people working at car washes and people working at Cold Stone, but I just don't understand how these dudes are working regular 9-to-5 jobs and they still come out to Patriots practice and know what's
dedicated.
It's just defense of nobodies, bro. Still getting after it, but I got the Patriots. I got Patriots winning because Tua go be seeing things like Sam Darnold. I'm seeing ghosts out here. Like he go be seeing things he never saw before.
It's tough though because the Dolphins they're a team on the rise. Brian Flores, he's got this team going in the right direction, but Bill Belichick, it's hard for me to pick against him. But this week I am going for the Dolphins. Definitely. Sadly, I think Tua's going to break it. Tua is not your average rookie quarterback.
The last quarterback to win was Geno Smith in 2013.
Where the hell is he?
Go back to the Seahawks.
You got to click the clipboard.
You got the clip. You like Carson Wentz. You got the clip.
All right. Who has the most to gain, the Bears or the Vikings this week?
Neither of these teams. It don't matter. None of them are making the playoffs, so it don't matter anyway. So it just might as well just lose so you can get a better draft pick. The Bears finally got a first rounder. It's the first time since I was like in second grade.
Traded them bitches all the way. But, hey, Bears, they get the win this week. Come on, playoff contention. I'd rather lose in the playoffs, get my heart broken in the playoffs, than with this season, you know? So, I'm rooting. Hey, they play the Saints in the wild card, too. So,
You're too big of a homer, bro.
keep that in mind. All right, who do you trust more in the playoffs, Lamar or Baker?
Baker Mayfield. Baker has been playing like crazy since Odell got hurt. He finally doesn't have to lean on Odell. He can finally expand his options. And
They got to get rid of Odell because Baker's looking better at that.
He rely on that run game and Odell in the locker room with Lamar Jackson and everything. But definitely got to go Baker Mayfield.
I'm gonna go with Lamar. It's hard to trust him, but it's more on is a trust big trust. It's more the trust on the Ravens team because last year against the Titans that wasn't really his fault.
Yeah, that man Thomas gets stiff armed to the ground. Derrick Henry had a field day with him.
He looked like a fifth grader at recess and shit.
Yeah,
put up some numbers.
It was looking like backyard football, just like the older brother, man.
But I do trust Lamar more because he can make plays happen. He's a better player than Baker.
This man came out the locker room and won the game.
4-5.
It looked like a movie scene. That man came out from going to the bathroom and
a young Willie Beeman.
any given Sunday you can get it. Man.
All right, next question. Will the Bears extend A-Rob?
I feel like they will offer him, but A-Rod would be like, hell no. Oh, no.
I'm playing with mediocre-ass QB.
That man had the option of Aaron Rodgers or Mitch Trubisky. He was like, Mitch Trubisky, let's go, baby. This man can be a quarterback. He's like, nah, Mitch Trubisky looking nice over here. I don't understand, man. That man was
if they don't, like he's put up 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons for this Bears team with Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky and Chase Daniel a couple times. But shit, if you get somebody to throw him the ball, actually, shit, he could do some things. But I think they should sign him. But Ryan Pace probably ain't gonna get it done.
Nah, Allen Robinson done, man. His agent fed up on Twitter. His agent got them Twitter fingers, man.
Hey. Family members, agents can be dangerous on Twitter. But, all right, who has the most to prove in the NFL playoffs?
I feel like the Saints do. The Saints have been robbed the last few years, and they calling out any little thing like Kyle Rudolph pushing off. They're like, hey, that's a PI, man. It's like, come on, man, like.
Or they're drinking mugged at the 10-yard line.
That dude got lit up, man. Come on, that was a penalty.
Lift his ass.
That man, the Saints have been they should have been Super Bowl champs a few times now. More than one in his career. They should have won a few games now. And if this is their make or break year, because Drew Brees, he's not looking good no more.
Yeah, he's looking old as shit. But all right, I got the Ravens. Because these last two playoff performances they put up, it's not going to get it done. They need to – and if Lamar isn't the one to get it done, if he keeps not proving himself in the playoffs, you got to change your whole team, basically, because the whole team is constructed around Lamar. The way they pass it, their whole offense, the way they draft. But the Ravens need to prove something in this year's playoffs.
That man Lamar about to get paid. You're about to
MVP. How many? What is his record? He's only lost like 7 games his whole career and shit.
He's got a good record. Definitely. He's made the playoffs every time.
The best Christmas movie.
Gotta go Home Alone, man. That's a classic Christmas movie.
How the hell you get left at home on Christmas?
Christmas, man. They trying to rob your house and he just setting up messing with them. Gotta go Home Alone, man.
I'm going to go with the Grinch. And it's not close. It's not close at all.
I like the Grinch. Nobody. I mean, who hates the Grinch?
Hey,
I mean, everybody in the movie. But, I mean, how could you hate the movie?
Martha May movie.
Like, not this new Adam Sandler movie though. The old ones. You know. Not.
Yeah, that one musical thing he had was decent though. But all right, this is a tough one. I got a lot of hate for my poll on this one. Shout out Jaden Elmore, man. Thinks Kendrick is better, but J. Cole or Kendrick?
Jermaine Cole. The real is back. The veal is back. Jermaine Cole.
Different breed, man. What the hell are you dropping this album, bro? It was supposed to be dropped like a couple of days ago.
He said 2020, and all these J. Cole fan accounts like, oh, he's dropping it tonight. It's like, who your sources? Trust me.
Trust me.
I don't know you.
It's not. I mean, Kendrick Lamar is not consistent enough. He drops an album every like 10 years.
This man hasn't dropped the album in like 4 years.
That damn album was decent though.
What are we supposed to listen to? How to Pimp a Butterfly every day for 4 years, 5 years, 60. This man.
Kendrick Lamar fans be doing that shit.
Came out before Kendrick Lamar dropping the album, man. Don't understand.
That's all we have for rapid takes. Let's hit it at closing remarks. What you got for me, Jake?
Let's go into closing remarks. Houston basketball. Not talking to Rockets, talking to Cougars. All 15 of their players tested positive for COVID-19, Ralph Sampson reported. What were they doing?
Hey, the top boy warming up.
What were they doing, man? They need to have mask on in practice, mask on in the gym, in the weight room, in the party, in the study sessions. I don't know what they was doing. I wanted to have as much fun as they had, apparently, because everybody got that. So they must have been having the time of their life because they're ranked in the top 10 now. But now their whole team got it. But that's actually good though, because they all go have the antibodies, so they all gonna be smooth sailing. Now go cancel no games now. So you got Houston on your schedule. You definitely got to play.
Bro. All right, my closing remarks is, man, I'm Browns kid, Browns Ravens. We saw our man OBJ trending on Twitter, and I checked the phone like, is OBJ returning? He coming back? The torn ACL recovery speedy as hell? Nah, this man talking about eating Lamar booty. Come on, Twitter, like, why y'all be doing too much? Like,
never a dull moment, man. Never a dull moment, man. And Twitter,
anything on Twitter, man.
Twitter gonna be going wild December 21st. Everybody get that superpower. I don't know if us license will get a superpower, but we'll see, man. We might have a visibility for a quick little 8 seconds or something, but we'll see. We'll see if we get a superpower. I don't know if we go get it.
Just might.
That's all we got for the show. I appreciate y'all for listening. It's been a blast.
Yes, sir. 30 subscribers. Let's go. Keep going.
But thank you guys for everything. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend about the show. We'll see you on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Peace.